All right, you know what it is. This one's about a female correctional officer in Atwater, USP. A female correction officer in Atwater, USP. She had a mouth like a sailor, was real raggedy with it. And I'm going to tell you how mouth got her in a situation that, you would think she couldn't handle, but sure enough, she handled it like a champ. All right, so sit back, listen to this joint to the end. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. All right? All right, you know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm going to tell you about this female CO, right? That's what we call them, CO. Correction officers are CO, for those of y'all that's new here. And this here means white. So if I tap my hand, this means white. That's how we talk in the prison. And if I tap the back of my hand, that means black. All right, you got that? And you already know when I say he cipher, monkey cipher, somebody put in the comment what it means. If I say he cipher truth, somebody put in the comment what I mean for the people that don't know, so I ain't got to go through all that right now. There was a female correction officer that liked to just talk crap to all the boys. You know what I mean? She'll walk through, let me see, I got to get in the right spot. She'll walk through and she has sexy body, older female, like the one I got right there on the left. She'll walk by and she'll talk crap to dudes, and you'll have dudes that'll be watching TV, and the TV's like in the middle of the day room, and then it got stairs that go around, and she'll walk around and do rounds every 30 minutes. So when she do rounds, everybody get excited. So she had a nice little body, nice fatty on and all that. And the uniform was always tight, skin tight. So while she's walking around through the joint, everybody's sitting there looking while they watching TV. They act like they watching TV like this, looking up at the TV, but they watching her on the tier. And, you had real creeps in there. I'm going to tell you about how the creeps used to move, They're tied, and this one's crazy, They're tied a string, right, like a dental floss, right? They're tied dental floss around their big toe, right? And they'll run that up through their pants leg and tie that around their penis. Now, while they're sitting there, they'll tap their feet. And as they tap their feet, the dental floss will pull on their penis so that they don't have to use their hand. So they go with their feet. So that's how that used to go. So she walking by, everybody tapping their feet, watching all the perverts, right? But she'll talk crap. Dudes, she walked by a cell, and dudes, in the cell, they got the window covered up. So when the window's covered up, normally the police know that they got to pull the door, make sure nobody's in there getting, odd or nothing. Make sure nobody's in there shooting no drugs or nothing, or making wine, or, cutting up D or nothing. So they'll put the sign up, knowing that when she come around, they're going to pull the door. So you got the creeps that's down there with the dental floss tied around their big toe in their joint, and they tapping it, doing what they do. And then you got the ones that are running their cell. Every time she start making rounds, knowing she got to walk the whole unit, they throw the sign up. And when they, open up, you might have them standing up at the doorway, pulling on their joint. Like if they was in there on their own, just, masturbating, doing them thing, and she'll pull it, she'll see it. Or they might be laying down in the bed, like they laying down, they got the covers off them, and they pulling on their joint. It's all the stuff they got to go through. So if you youngins want to go through all this to get a nut, you feel free. I'm done with all that type of shit. All right. So now, she walked by, she pulled the door, dude is sitting in there, and he got his joint in his hand. So when she pulled the door, she was swinging wide open and disrespect them, where now everybody that's watching her from downstairs, they could see in and they see this dude, But the dudes knew not to stand too far back from the toilet or wherever they was at, because if one of the inmates that's down, see like how this is behind me, and that's how she walk upstairs, and downstairs is the TV right where we at, right? So if one of the dudes is sitting there and inmate in the flats is what we call it, down there in the flats. If they see their penis, that means they got to put the knife in them. If you see another man's penis, you got to put the knife in them, just so you understand. But you got the perverts that gamble like that. So when she pull the door, she leave it wide open, and she be like, "You nasty mother, how you gonna sit here and do this? Don't you got sisters or mother? How you gonna disrespect a woman like that?" And then she'd be like, "And your joint ain't big as Unique's anyway." I just threw that in there. But you know what I mean? So she'd be like, "Your joint ain't big as Unique's anyway. What are you doing with that little mother?" Da, 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 da. And she cussing them out and got the door wide open and everybody out there laughing and we banging on the tables. You know what I mean? She don't caught one. That's what we call a gunner or a sniper. She'd be like, "Oh, man." So now she leave the door open, dude butt naked, stand up over the toilet, faking like he was peeing, or laying down in the bed butt naked, and now the door wide open. So he got to hurry up, throw the blanket over him like old clown, and run to the door, pull the door closed, and all that, right? So now you got dudes that might be sitting downstairs, like I said, they watching the TV, but they really watching her when she walk, and she'll roll up. They used to have the BT videos. So when they got the BT videos on, she'll roll over there to where, you know, the brothers is watching the BT with the girls twerking. They had a girl back then that was real big named Katoy. I think she was, her sister was with, you know, Big Boy from Outkast. Katoy, look that name up. But she had a banging body. We loved her in the prison. They put her in the Source magazine, the King magazine, and there's another magazine they had that used to showcase girls in the bikinis. But they'll put her in it and she'll do what she got to do. But, you know, the girls up there, they twerking, you know. And while they popping their cheeks, she'll stand up, you know, right next to the TV. And she be like, "Oh, they don't know how to do it like us. They don't know how to do it like us." You know, they might have started it, but we got it. When she say we, she mean the girls, right? So she's sitting there popping her cheeks. And she's saying she do it better than them, and we all whooping and woo, 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 and making noise and all that. Because, you know, anything with a female, you always get a bunch of whoop whoops, right? So she's sitting there. She said, they don't know how to do it like us. She's supposed to put her hands on her knees, arch her back a little more, throw her neck back, have her chin in the air, and she's supposed to work it. And she's doing all that, and she's showing us how the girls on TV is supposed to be working it. Now, we done been in prison, you know, a decade or better, and we got a white female with a nice body, nice breast, fat derriere, and, you know, she's telling us how we supposed to work it. Now, that's the crazy part. You know, and then now dudes would be like, "Oh, you don't know how to work it. I'll break your back." And she'd be like, "Oh, you won't break my back because I'm letting you know now. Well, last night I screwed the crap out my husband. He went to sleep. He couldn't satisfy me. So I went to the local bar and I went and picked up 2 other correction officers that work over at the FCI, talking about the medium, you know, because you know that's the plus job to work in the medium because they not in as much danger as working in the penitentiaries up." She be like, "Man, I schooled these 2 dudes from last night and went home, woke my husband up after I took a shower." She said, "Some nights I don't even take a shower. I just jump in the bed after I go out and screw a couple of dudes at the local correction officer bar, and I go back and I do my thing, and, you know, I wake him up and I hit him off." And, you know what I mean? Make sure you subscribe. If you're not subscribed, like and share this video, you know, and hit the notification bell. So she'll tell us all that, and we'd be like, "Oh, man, maybe your husband went to sleep because, you know, you was boring and you couldn't satisfy him." And she'll grab her breasts and be like, "Does this look boring to you?" And everybody will, "Woo, woo, woo, woo." But this lady was like out of control. So as she's doing all this, everybody's sitting there looking at her, and they wondering, you know, "Damn, I wonder what that joint feel like," you know? And I'm sitting back and I'm watching. I've never been into white girls, but, you know, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching them. And even the brothers that I thought was never into white girls, that's how they was doing it, you know what I mean? So dudes would talk about how they would break her back, and she talking about how they couldn't handle it, and she talk mad crap, right? So, like I said, we watching videos, and while we watching videos, she over there, she playing games and doing all that crap. And then now, you had a bunch of white boys up there one day. I ain't gonna care and keep this too long because I got something to do today. Now, you had a bunch of white boys that was up there. White boys, not disrespecting when I say white boys. I might say black boys, I might say niggas. So if I say white boys, it's not a disrespect, but I'm not gonna go there and say crackers. You know what I mean? We call the correction officers crackers, but we ain't gonna call one of our own that. But the white boys sitting there, and the white boys was all drunk, and they watching her, and she talked crap to them too. Like, you might be walking up the walkway, and you see a young boy with his pants hanging off, and she'll yell out like, "Pull your pants up. What, you want one of these dudes that been here forever to jump on you? Pull your pants up. What is wrong with you?" Right? Now, she even went as far as would grab a young boy by the pants and say, "Come here, give me a shakedown." Shakedown means she gonna pat him down, make sure he ain't got no weapon. So she give him a shakedown and she'll pull his pants up for him and tell him, "Now keep your pants up when you walking." So now dude will walk by with with his pants up, and then it'll start falling down again. And when she see him coming back, she'd be like, "Oh, you just don't get enough. What are you, on a whole stroll?" This how raggedy her mouth is. She's like, "What are you, on a whole stroll?" And dudes is like, "Who you talking to like that?" And she's like, "I'm talking to you. You moving around here like you. He cipher, monkey cipher or something. Don't you know, man? And he ain't been with a woman, and they sitting there looking at you, and you sitting there, and you got a whole lot of ass." This is what she telling the dudes, And she was just real reckless with the mouth. So with this one white boy, they used to always talk crap, right? Every time she came up there, he'd talk about, "Oh, you always around them numbers. You always around them niggas. You around the BET TV. You over there trying to act like you black when you supposed to be one of us." Because they real racist in there. So they tell the "Man, you ain't one of us. If you one of us, you wouldn't even be doing that, disrespecting us like that, running around in front of all them blacks like that." So they up on a tier one day, they drinking. So as they drinking, she downstairs, and he's yelling, talking real loud, because that's one thing they do in the prison. They talk real loud every time a female work the unit. You got dudes that, would go work out, take their shirt off. They've been working out for 10 years, so they chest way out here, they arms this big, and they walking around, all tight, and, trying to impress her. And she'll tell them straight up. She said, "Man, you ain't good for nothing but being in bed with another man." This lady was crazy like that. She'd be like, "You ain't good for nothing but being in bed with another man. All that muscle you lifting. You couldn't even take when did they put the knife in you? You wouldn't even know how to move if they put the knife in you. So stop faking." So she just couldn't get enough attention from her husband, so she came to the prison to get the attention from us. And we gave it to her. Now, so while she in there, the white boy up there drinking, he said, "Man, somebody put him in the cell. He drunk, and he like, 'Nah, you come put me up here in the cell.' And she like, 'Man, y'all better put him in the cell.' Because that's how she talked to people like one of the boys, like, "Oh, sailor with a nasty mouth. Y'all better put him in the cell," And he like, "No, you come do it." So everybody start laughing and all that. So she go in her office, she write down her little joint that she get ready to make her rounds. And then she start making the rounds. And she making the rounds, of course, she just sign up on a couple of cells. She pulled the door, dudes down there, up in their butt naked, trying to act like they was, masturbating on their own, and they wasn't waiting for her to come through. But while they doing that, she leave the door wide open. Dude, and listen, there was I remember I had it out with her. Let me tell you how I had it out with her, right? I'm in the bathroom, and I'm legitimately using the bathroom, so I put the sign up to my cellie, "I'm going to use the bathroom." So, you tell your cellie you're going to use the bathroom, so he don't know if you're going to masturbate, if you're going to cut up dope, whatever you're going to do, but he know you need the cell, and you don't want him to see what you're doing. So I go up in the joint, and I'm legitimately using the bathroom. And this lady walks by, and she rips the door open while I'm sitting on the toilet. And I was literally sitting on the toilet, and I had my pants up to my thighs, and I had a towel over me, and I'm sitting there, I got my hand on my joint, I'm doing the regular, and she rips the door open on me. And she goes, "Out." And she walked off. She ain't say, "Excuse me," she ain't say sorry or nothing. And she left the door open. You know what I mean? So now, somebody that was up there on the tier, they already know that, I don't play, like I'm he cipher, monkey cipher phobic. So they close the door, and then I get up, take care of my business. I go downstairs in the office. I said, "Yo, hold on. Why did you do that?" "Oh, you ain't supposed to have the sign up." I said, "Yeah, but I was using the bathroom." "Yeah, but you could do it without the sign up. Ain't nobody gonna look in." I said, "How you know they ain't gonna look in? The sign covers up the window, and if somebody come looking for me, you got some clowns that looks in the window, and I don't want them to see me on the toilet." "All right, well, you figure that out." This is what she told me. "You figure that out." I said, "I tell you what, next time you come to my cell and you bust the door open like that, you're going to have a problem." And then here go the white dude now. "She bust my door open like that, I'm going to bust her in the mouth." This is how the white dude talking. He threatening her, right? And, she could have rolled him up for threatening. Say, "I'm going to bust her in the mouth." She said, boy, you ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I mean? I already seen your little pecker. You don't even stand a chance with these black dudes in here. I don't know why you even acting like somebody interested in you. I told you my husband can't satisfy me. I go school 2 dudes after that at the bar and they can't satisfy me. So how you think you gonna satisfy me with your little pencil? You know, and everybody laughing because she say loud in front of everybody, right? But dude was up there drunk, making all that noise. So while he up there drunk, making all that noise, you know, she tell him to go in the cell. He wouldn't go in the cell. She go in there, she write whatever she had to write in the book, and then she go upstairs. When she go upstairs, she walked by his cell, and when she walked by, you know, dude started whistling because she was kind of twitching, right? So they whoop, whoop, you know, and they twitching. So now, the white dude, when she go by there, he snatches her because he didn't like the way she said that he ain't got nothing but a pencil and he ain't stand a chance next to the black dude. So now he wants to whoop her because he don't put it out there. He gonna whoop her. And in prison, if you say you're gonna do something, you gotta do it. So dude snatches her. So when he snatches her, he try to pull her on the cell. So she throws her hands on the side of the door and she grabs onto the door. He's in the joint. He got his foot on the wall on the inside of the door and he doing everything to pull her in the cell. You know, so she just let go of one of her hands and she punches him dead in the face. So when she punches him dead in the face, being that he was pulling her, they both fell in the cell. And they in there on the ground fighting and stuff. Everybody jumps up now, but like I said, this is the penitentiary, so nobody's going to jump up and run to go look because they got cameras everywhere and you don't want nobody to know what's going on because that's equivalent to dry snitching. But the two of them up there on the floor, you know, wrestling, and everybody turned their chair around like they watching the TV facing the cell where he was at. Because they got TVs on this side, TVs on that side, TVs here and TVs here, and everybody facing TV. But being the fight happening over here, everybody turned their chair over there so they could see. And she up there wrestling with him. But she wound up getting herself to her feet, and she got this dude in the back of the cell. And they're fighting like dudes. She's boom, boom, boom. And he's dang, dang. And they fighting and they going at it. And he grabs her body here and he has her body here and he's punching in the face. So while he punching her, she giving them uppercuts. Boom. And both of them fighting each other and they going at it. So while they going at everybody down there listening, of course, now dudes are like, whoa, whoa, she whooping him, she whooping him. Now, why did they do that? Because that done got her open. She grabbed this boy, spun him around and slammed him on the joint. He hit his head on the toilet. He got a little discombobulated. Everybody thought she was going to walk out the cell that was over. Can you believe that this white female correction officer started stomping the white dude in his face while he was down I couldn't even believe it. But she up there, she whooping him. Right? So after she stomps him out, she come out and she fix her hair. She puts her shirt back in her pants, got it real tight with a little breasts sticking out, and she walked down the T and she just twitching. And everybody's looking and they like rooting for her and all that. So now the dude gets mad. He drunk as a rock though. He gets mad. He comes out the stairs. He's standing at the top of the stairs and he hit his head on the metal toilet. He's sitting there and he's looking like, you know, he wobbling. So everybody's laughing. But he trying to think what he gonna do. So he went to go take a step. And when he went to take a step, the boy fell dead on his face. So his homies went and got him and pulled him in the set and told him, man, chill out, it's over, it's over. He's like, nah, I'm gonna beat that, I'm gonna beat her ass. So now all of them say, man, leave it alone, it's over before she writes you up. That lady came out the cell. She came out the cell and she looked up to where he was at the top of the tier. She said, yo, no lie. She said, cracker, in front of all them white people and all those blacks. And you don't call no white person no cracker in front of white person. That's like you don't call nobody a nigga in front of black people. So she said, cracker, you ain't have enough yet? You want me to come up there and finish you off? And he's like, yeah, bring your ass up here. You ain't nothing but trailer park. You ain't nothing but this. You ain't nothing but that. And he's cussing her out and he going off. She said, yeah, all right. So listen, this lady crazy. She took off her police belt with the walkie-talkie. They weren't allowed to have batons because this is like in the 2000s. She takes off her police belt with the little walkie-talkie and the mace on it and all that, and she leaves it in the office. She closed the door. She takes her shirt out her pants, put her hair back in a bun, and she did something I never expected to see a white woman do in a fight. What do you think she did? Put in a comment. What would a black woman do in a situation like that? She get ready to fight. What's missing in a fight with a black woman? She done took her shirt out of pants so she could move. You understand what I'm saying? She done put her hair back in a ponytail, tied it up real tight. you know? And then she did something else. Y'all put it in the comment. Let's see who will get it. I bet you none of y'all get it. You know what I mean? If somebody get it, you know what I mean? And you got to put it in before this number in the video come up, because I look back and check. I'm going to send you a free Shut the F Up shirt. All right? I'm going to send you a free Shut the F Up shirt. This is 19 minutes and 35 seconds in. If you put it in before that, you got a free Shut the F Up shirt. This white lady went in her little pocket up top and took out one of those little things of Vaseline, man. Stuck her 2 fingers in the Vaseline and started smearing it all on her face. You know how the black girls put the Vaseline on their face so they can't get scratched, so the nails come up off them. So we all started laughing and saying, yo, she treating you like a bitch, yo. She feel you gonna scratch her. You can't even throw a punch. She already whooped you the first time. She smeared that Vaseline on her face, and she walked up the stairs. And the crazy part is when she walked up there real feminine. Not like she was old mad, old, I can't say the word with you, but she ain't walk up there like she was, a gay female. You know what I mean? She walked up there real feminine. She twitching and carrying on, and she went up there, and he went up there, and he's standing on the tier in front of the camera where she at. She said, boy, get your ass in the cell. You know what I mean? And he's like, nah, what you gonna do on the range? Come on, dog. You know? She said, nah, I left my belt downstairs. Let's go in the cell. So all his homeboys, they pushed him in the cell. So when he goes in the cell, this white woman runs up in the cell, and she got to whooping his in there, man. Yo, she punished him, Now, after she punished him, she comes out and she takes the ponytail off her hair, and she lets her hair out and shakes it. Now she looking all feminine, and she walking down the stairs. She put her shirt back in her pants, and she fix her clothes. She go down there and take her belt off, and she put it around the thing. She locks the door, and she stands at the front of the door. This woman never even caught the COs, man. And they got cameras, so mind you, they can see it up front if they look back at it later. So she stands outside the door, okay, what you want to do now? This is what she's saying. She asking him, yelling up the stairs, what you want to do now? Don't let me come back up there and whoop you, So the white dudes looked at him, looked at her. They said, nah, don't worry about it. We got it. So they took him in the cell. They whooped him. They whooped him like he was a runaway slave. They whooped him because he disrespected them by getting whooped by a woman and even putting his hands on a woman, because the white dudes don't play that. You know what I mean? They whooped him so bad. You understand? Then they took him out on the stretcher. So when they take him out on the stretcher, lieutenant come down there because they had to come get the inmate out of there. So when they asked him what happened, she must have told them in the office, so you could see all them around them in the computer, and they watching it on the computer. So they asked her, what do you want to do? You want to press charges on him? You want to give him an assault charge? She said, nah, I don't want to give him nothing. I gave him everything. I got to give him. I whooped his ass. Don't he ever disrespect me like that, So all the police started laughing. They asked her, you want us to leave somebody in here with you in case something happens? She said, nah, there ain't nobody going to let nothing happen to me. They already know I was in the right. They know what it is. I get along with the blacks and the whites in here. It was just him had a nasty mouth, So the police started laughing, saying, nah, we're going to leave somebody behind. And she said, nah, don't leave nobody in here with me. I don't want these men to think I'm scared, So she ran them up out the unit. So when they go out the unit, she get a chair, she sits down out there, and she sits there like that, and she's watching the unit. Now she all stone-faced doing the job. So I go leaned up on her, and I whispered in her ear, right? I said, I know that pussy wet right now. And she looked at me like, huh? I said, man, I know that turned you on, whooping that white boy ass. She said, hell yeah, it turned me on. I'm getting ready to go home and F the crap out my husband, And she said, and then I'm going to call my 2 side pieces. I said, you flowing like that? She said, man, I'm dripping wet right now. I said, hold up, let me see. Check it out. I'm like, let me see. So now she's sitting down, and could you believe she actually opened her legs up, and you could see the wet spot between her legs that she masturbated on herself for whooping this white boy ass? Hey, yo. Listen, man, I could go on forever telling you these stories about how the craziest thing happened. But don't think that the females in the prison don't know how to fight and handle themselves. Because for them to even think about getting a job in there, 9 times out of 10, they grew up with a lot of brothers, hung with a lot of dudes, and they already know how to move. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share these videos, man, and cop the book of Row in Harlem. All right? So don't say I didn't tell you that's where we at. All right, I'm tapping out, man. Like, subscribe, and share this video, man. And oh, y'all, if anybody want to get on the show, been to prison or whatever, haven't been to prison or whatever, I'm gonna put something up on the Instagram. But I'm letting y'all know now. Call the number on the screen, 917-680-9091. I answer the phone. So when you call, don't say, "Oh my God, I can't believe you answered." Yeah, I put the number up there because ain't nothing to hide. You know what time it is. We're official gangsters over here. All right, we on a gangster channel. Let's go.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
What?
Fresh out the can of 26,
yeah.
He back on the strip, getting back in the mix.
Yeah.
What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this.
Real.
Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit.
Yeah.
Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn.
Real.
Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a raw in Uptown. They be horn Uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in Uptown, he gon' finish there. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the root men.